Senior couple boondocks for the first time. No hookups, no neighbors, just an old van, a 6x12 cargo camper. What could possibly go wrong?
This is what happens when you camp at 10,000 feet in September.
So we took our cargo camper across the country to check out as many national parks as we could, and we did a lot of boondocking. So we're going to highlight some of those. The next dark video is coyotes. This is Wyoming in a KOA. Hello, you're there. First time boondocking in a dispersed camping spot. Grouse Mountain dispersed camping in Wyoming. That was cool because the cows were right there.
Well,
the cow
actually,
patties.
the cows weren't right there. The cow patties were right there.
Yeah,
they were close.
They were really close. I love the sunsets and the sunrises there because when you're just in a flat field like that and it was going down right there, it's just beautiful. Met up with Rick and Linda from Gone Again in Nevada, which was, that was a pretty long detour. But anyway, it was great hanging with them. And plus, they gave us a secret camping spot that is probably, if it's not the favorite spot, it's very close up there.
This is where we camped for the last 2 nights. We boondocked. There's a little stream behind us.
It was remote boondocking in the desert in Humboldt Forest. And that was a great sight. We had a stream right behind us. We were all alone. No one was around us. And
sat farther off of the dirt road that goes through there.
And we didn't see anybody come through anyway. Oh, and then we got to shoot right there. It was so cool. We didn't have to drive to a range. You're just sitting there in your campground. You move over a little bit, set up your tin cans. It was so cool. We got lost trying to find a spot, Grassy Lake Road, and we're still not sure exactly where it was. But we were lost. I think it was 20 miles on that road, and we couldn't turn around. So we wound up finally, after we got out of there, single forest lane road for 20 miles. We got out and found, I don't know, some kind of feed store or something, said, and we just pulled over.
That's what it looked like, was like some sort of a feed store, agricultural supply store or something. But we weren't really lost. We knew where we were. We just didn't know how to get where we wanted to go.
I was scared to death. So that wasn't really boondocking, but it was a free night of camping. Now, after that, we learned something. We learned to get your camping spot early because we don't know the area. We're going to get lost. And if we get lost and it's dark, we're not going to be able to find the spots. So we started going after that, finding them earlier. We went to Coconino National Forest. That was beautiful. That was the Red Rock Bumpy Road that you think we got the flat in there.
Mm-hmm.
That is where you pulled over. And it was beautiful. I mean, look at that beautiful picture. Look at that beautiful sunset. And that's what we pulled over to. You get out of the car. And what did you say? Oh, no? Or, oh, shit?
I don't remember what I said at the time, but I knew that there was something dead there.
So right in front of the van over there to the left is a dead cow. So we didn't stay there, obviously. We pulled along down a ways a little bit and stayed there one night. Now that place was cool because it felt like it was like on the top of a mountain. But to be honest with you, I was not comfortable there because I guess I wasn't sure if we were allowed to be there.
Just from the condition of the road, you'd think that they didn't want you there.
Well, the gate wasn't locked, and it did say, please close the gate. So we are in Utah near Zion National Park. I liked where we were because there was some like really cool exploring that we could do around there. Sun is setting behind me, and I'll just show you our site a little bit. It's pretty out in the middle of nowhere. Rick is on his drone and he's above us looking at what's around. Dispersed campsite. There's some other campers nearby. And there were some quads and stuff coming through. And the other thing I do remember is late at night, It's 11 o'clock at night, and you still have your gun on your hip, and this car comes pulling up. These people get out. I was scared.
Well, he was a big guy.
I saw you. I just saw your hand go down to your gun and unsnap it, and I'm like, okay, we're ready. But anyway, he was just wanted to see if there were any more spots, and there was one across the way from us, but it was so on such an angle they couldn't even tent camp there. I think they squished in down below with somebody else. But he came in really late at night.
Yeah, it was like 11.
Yeah, but that's what you get because these are all dispersed campsites. Well, that one was not far from Zion. That was about 10 miles from Zion.
Yeah.
So that's a popular one.
Right, but anytime you're around a national park, particularly, even the dispersed camping is going to probably fill up relatively early.
Yeah.
So that's one of the recommendations is, not to plan your day and putz around and then expect to get into a site at 6 o'clock at night.
If you like this video, now would be a good time to give a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe.
Then we were looking for dispersed camping in Dixie National Forest. So we found some spots, but they were all full, and there was deer season. They were
Mule deer hunting.
So we kept driving and driving and driving. We found the group campsite, and it was closed. So we kept going up the mountain. It's getting darker and darker. I don't remember when it started snowing. I guess when we were driving up there.
It started snowing just about the time we got there. Just starting to snow at that point.
It was bitter cold. So anyway, I'm scared because we've got snow. Well, we're 10,000 feet on top of a mountain. We've got snow and wind and thunder and lightning. And you have to say, great, we're sitting on a tin can in a thunderstorm on top of a mountain. And I went, oh, shit. Oh, and then we heard coyotes, too. But it made for beautiful pictures. We are September 30th. We're camping in a dispersed camping spot in Utah, and we were 10,000 feet up in elevation, and I hear coyotes.
I hear.
And we are cold in the snow. Last night we slept in a Walmart for the first time.
Oh, great. Now she's going to want a Walmart sticker.
Hey, Rick, that's a great idea. So I designed this. We have stickers and shirts in our store. I didn't see any other cars staying there, but there were trucks staying there.
And they did have a cop,
Yeah.
sheriff's car pull in and sit there for a while.
So anyway, we really didn't have problems at any of these boondocking spots with any people. Well, we didn't really see too many people. But, it was scary because we didn't know what to expect. In Pennsylvania, it was a little bit different because it's a designated campsite in Pennsylvania. You don't have to really worry about someone else coming right in beside you, like that one night when someone came by to us.
You're early.
He was complaining about you.
You're early. I'm not in bed yet.
Be observant.
Yeah.
And not just when you get there, but also going to and from. Because let's just say we were intending, we had a destination in mind where we were going to boondock. Now we go through a small town that's only a short distance away, let's say 5 miles, and you start seeing a lot of seedy-looking characters hanging around the gas pumps and liquor store, whatever, and they're going.
I know what you mean, Rick, because before we went into our campground in Nevada, I ran into the store, you stayed in the parking lot, and I ran into these CD characters in the store. It's Rick and Linda from Gone Again.
There is an element of the unexpected and the unknown. And when you pull into this small town and you know nothing about it, and you're staying there and going into stores there and you're trying to get a vibe and a feel for it. And it's the same with staying out in the middle of nowhere where you just don't know. I mean, I've heard people boondocking, and they run into all kind of problems. But and you were carrying, so I definitely wouldn't do it without carrying. or without a dog.
I was only carrying in the states that I was allowed.
After the snow incident up on the mountain, and prior to that, it was getting lost in the dark. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was scared. We didn't know the area enough. So from then on, I think we stayed. Well, sometimes we stayed at KOAs, but we had to do laundry. But we stayed mostly since then. We stayed at state parks. I'll have to look it up, but I heard this story about this guy, and he was on a mountain or something, and it snowed, and he had like 2 feet of snow and got stuck there because till they cleaned the roads and stuff. Well, I know you were thinking that in the back of your head because you grew up on the mountains or the valley in the mountains. So, did you really think, oh my God, there could be a foot of snow in the morning when we woke up?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we had food, we had a generator, but we could have been stuck up there.
Yeah, and it would, if it stayed cold and windy, it wouldn't have been the most comfortable camping that we'd done, but...
Be sure to tell Rick and Sharon about your boondocking experiences in the comments below.